Get ready to enter the Thrive Time Show.
Mayor Craig, thanks for dropping in the Man Cave studio. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you doing, Clay?
Well, I'm getting excited about the Christmas party. I don't know when this show's going to come out, so we might have already had the Christmas party after the show comes out. But this Friday, we're having our Christmas party in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and we're going to have it at a beautiful new facility right over there by the Bass Pro Shop.
Right.
Can you tell us just for a moment what kind of development are you seeing in Broken Arrow in terms of the hotel industry?
Well, I think we're seeing things happen, and Vince, who is our guest today, is the general manager of Stoney Creek, where you're going to have our Christmas party, so he could probably tell you exactly what's going on in the hotel industry.
Vince, I'm excited to come in and discover the Stoney Creek facility. I've been there once before. So tell me, how long have you been working with Stoney Creek?
Definitely. I've been working there for about 3.5 years since prior construction.
Okay.
Helped build the hotel.
And so how many rooms does the hotel have approximately? I'm not looking to paint you into a corner, but how many rooms approximately?
No, definitely. It's 177 guest rooms and about 42,000 square feet of conference space.
Wow, okay. Mm-hmm. And so tell us, what makes the facility unique? Why would anybody want to rent that facility?
You know, I think there's a lot of factors that make our property unique. Outside of, a lot of people will tell you staff, right? Guest services, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
We're a very family-oriented company, a little bit different than big corporations. You know, I can talk to the CEO every day with just a phone call if I need something changed or I need to get something approved for a group or something of that nature. So our customer service really is number one. On top of that, just thematically, the decor. We're the most unique hotel in town.
So it's kind of like a lodge.
It is. It's very thematic in that sense. It's well, I think rustic chic.
Rustic chic. Nice. Now you have a nice pool area.
Yes.
Is there indoor pool, outdoor pool?
It's a dual indoor outdoor, so you can swim under. It's temperature controlled year round. There's a hot tub as well, so it's 365 days a year.
So what's your role there? What exactly do you do?
So I'm currently a lot of roles, but the general manager. So I oversee all property operations, finance, accounting, HR. Anything you can think of on property ends and stops with me.
And you said back in the day, old school, I spoke at your high school.
That's correct.
When you're in high school, Broken Arrow High School?
Yes.
That's interesting. So when I was speaking at your high school, I think we could both go on the record by saying this. That whole area wasn't there.
Correct.
No.
I mean, in 2000, and this would have been 2003, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
Yep.
When did you graduate from high school?
2006.
2006. Yeah, that whole area wasn't there. Mayor Craig, what happened? Where did that area come from, sir?
Well, it started with Bass Pro. Jim Morrison came, and he was very interested in Bass Pro, and we really kind of fought back and forth, and that road didn't even go through. There wasn't even a road there at that time. So we built Bass Pro, and we also funded the infrastructure for there, which has now been paid off, but for that road to go through and the sewer and water and everything, and now it's we've had over $60 million of private investment in that area, so it's really important.
Has the area overall been going over well?
It has been.
Tell me about this. What kind of was it your idea to bring in the Bass Pro Shop? Was it their idea? Did they come to the city? Did you go chase them around? Where did Bass Pro Shop come from?
Bass Pro was looking at several different places, and they did come to us, but they really weren't. They were trying to move to another city to our west, and so we did everything we could to convince them that was the place to be, and Johnny Morrison agreed, and that's how they ended up there. And then we had to actually build the building for them, and the city owns that building, and we've got, I believe, about 7 more years, and we'll have it paid off.
Wow!
And then they've got to renew their lease, or they've got to buy the building at the current rate. Is their option?
Now, Vince, would your hotel be there if there wasn't the Bass Pro Shop development there?
No, our owner actually was a friend of Mr. Morrison's, and so their company called us originally when we were first trying to look. He's like, you should check out Broken Arrow. Great business community, great leadership, and so our company actually came to even look here because of them.
Aaron Antis, you live in the Broken Arrow, or you did live in the Broken Arrow area. You still live in Broken Arrow. Yep. How would you describe the change in the terrain over the past 10 years?
Gosh. Wow. Well, here's what I would say. It's been probably one of the more business-friendly areas that I've ever been around.
Yeah.
And the growth has been exceptional. I remember when you would get on 71st Street, and if you headed east, once you hit 169, headed east, there was nothing past that. That's what I first experienced in Broken Arrow. Then you keep going east, and it's like, now you look at it today, and it's like a thriving metropolis. The Rose District is just exploded and is, I mean, it's just amazing. All of my friends who used to drive into downtown Tulsa or Midtown or somewhere like that to go do things, now they come to Broken Arrow, and especially, in the present status of things without having the mask mandate, the businesses are much busier here. It's great.
Mayor Craig, I got to ask you this. You've changed Broken Arrow so much. I mean, you've helped to develop the downtown Broken Arrow, the Bass Pro Shop area. You've helped to do a lot of development in Broken Arrow. If you are reelected, what is your vision for the next
I think the next thing we're going to do, and we've talked some about it, but as an innovation district is the next thing we really need to do, the next big thing. And we're looking at doing that somewhere in South Broken Arrow, and we want to create an area that schools, that kids can intern no matter what level they're at. So whether they're in high school or they're at TTC or they're in a 4-year university, they can intern with a business, and that business can train them how to be a good employee. And then they don't have to move to Dallas or Denver or somewhere else to get a job. They can get a job right here.
If you move, again, we have less in Antifa, though, in Broken Arrow, right? So for all the kids out there looking to join Antifa, they have to go to Denver for that, right?
They're going to have to go to Denver for that. Yeah, we do not have Antifa.
That's great. Okay. Probably too soon for Antifa jokes, but we're going to do it anyway. So you are the mayor. If you get reelected, some people are ignorant of this or they just don't know at this point. How long, when you get reelected, how many years are you reelected for?
Well, I'm elected to the council for 4 years.
4 years.
And then every 2 years, they do the council elects the mayor and vice mayor. So if I'm elected to council, then they'll reelect the mayor, and hopefully I'll be there all 4 years.
How long have you been the mayor?
I've been the mayor. It'll be 9 years that I've been the mayor.
And I understand that you...
in my 9th year, actually.
9th year.
Yeah.
And I understand that you don't get paid anything at all to be the mayor of Broken Arrow.
No, you don't. You don't get paid anything to be on city council. It's a volunteer job.
So why do you do it? Do you hate yourself?
Well, my wife might think that I hate myself.
I mean, because no good deed goes unpunished.
Right.
I mean, if you, because I know people that have told me specifically, they've said this to me. They've said, Mayor Craig? I said, I know Mayor Craig. I said, Mayor Craig? Because they're going to say something bad when they kind of whisper. Here's the deal. I know someone that doesn't like Mayor Craig. And you say, well, why? And they go, well, all that development in the Rose District, it's booming, but he doesn't have to live next to it. There's somebody out there that's not happy.
Right.
Or I heard that you helped complete a road. There was a road you completed recently. And I know many people that were happy about the road, but I'm sure somebody was unhappy about the road.
Right.
So you really can't make 80% of people happy or 90% of people happy. I mean, so what motivates you to be mayor? Do you just like having 49% of people dislike you?
Well, I think that's one thing that you're going to have to live with. You're going to have to have thick enough skin that you can deal with the fact that you're going to make people unhappy and make some people happy. But the opportunity to serve your community, not many people in the world get that opportunity, and I get that opportunity to serve my community and make it a better place to live.
So, Vince, you've had the opportunity to work here with Mayor Craig. Yes. For people out there who are considering voting for him, I think it's helpful for people to have feedback and to hear from people that actually know Mayor Craig firsthand. How would you describe Mayor Craig? You have any thoughts about him? And then if you want to talk about Antifa, you can.
I'm not going to talk about Antifa.
Okay, that's fair.
I would say I think the mayor is exceptional. I think he's very, we've already talked about being business focused and so on and so forth, but I think it takes a true servant leadership, number one, to serve a community for free.
Yeah.
But for so many years, anytime I've had issues or things I can come up with, mayor's always been there for me. If I have questions, business things, whatever it could be. But I think he's community focused, and you could say that from a business standpoint, from a people who live there standpoint. I think he's someone who truly cares about doing what he believes is right for the community.
Aaron, Shaw Homes is now Oklahoma's largest home building company. You guys are building a lot of your homes in Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
I realize that you only want to talk about Antifa, but we're not going to take the show there.
Okay.
But these people don't want to talk about Antifa.
All right.
But you want to talk about it. You cannot bring that up.
Maybe a different show.
Yeah, maybe a different show. What thoughts do you have for the listeners? What would you say to listeners out there who are considering voting for Mayor Craig Thurmond and or somebody else right now?
Well, here's one of the main things I would say. In a world where we think that politicians have different motives, I've known Craig since before he was the mayor. And he's the same person now as he was before he was the mayor. And we did business with him just through, what business he did prior to being the mayor, his full-time work. We were involved in doing developments together and stuff, and he was always one of those people who stands by his word, does what he says he's going to do, And, character and integrity, I think, in that kind of a position is important.
How long have you known Mayor Craig Thurmond?
For 13 years.
Did you meet him at Roller City in Broken Arrow?
Nope, didn't.
Have you ever been roller skating with Mayor Craig Thurmond?
I have never been roller skating with the mayor. No.
Mayor Craig, are you a good roller skater?
No, horrible roller skater. So you wouldn't want to go roller skating with me.
I feel like he's an excellent roller skater.
I think he could probably backwards skate. I don't know.
Okay. Just those are things I worry about when I'm
Okay.
considering who I'm voting for. Now, Mayor Craig, final questions here for you. There are many people out there that want to learn more about you. They want to research you. And obviously, not everything on the internet is going to be positive about anybody. But if people want to go and find out more about you, is there a particular website you want to direct people to where they can hear directly from you, your thoughts and your vision for the future of Broken Arrow?
Well, they can go to mayorcraigthurmond.com and find out everything they want to know.
MayorCraigThurmond.com?
Yes.
When they go to MayorCraigThurmond.com, can they also register to join Antifa there or no?
No, they cannot.
You're not
We
in
do
any way
have that
connected
link.
to Antifa.
No, we do not have that link.
Well, I've noticed Broken Arrow is very safe this time of year.
It is very
There's
safe.
no looting.
No.
There's no Molotov cocktails.
No, we definitely
Antifa.
public safety is very important. Yes.
So if you shouldn't vote for Mayor Craig Thurmond if you like Antifa. Is that an accurate
that's
statement?
That's correct. Yes.
You want to make that your new slogan?
That's a pretty safe
Coming
bet.
down the home
Yeah.
stretch here. Don't vote for me if you like Antifa. Are you willing to? Maybe you should change that up. That'd be a great slogan.
I think you could find bumper stickers that you could do all kinds of things with.
Oh, Mayor Craig, thank you for being here so much. Vince, I'll let you have the final word. Do you have any final shots, any final statement you want to say about Mayor Craig Thurmond here as we wrap up today's edition of the Thrive Time Show on your radio and podcast download?
Definitely. I just really one question realistically for Mr. Thurmond. Is outside of the Innovation District, is anything you're excited about or things that you're looking for the future that you're going to be reelected that you'd like to accomplish?
Well, I think that we're going to continue business growth. I think it's very important that we continue to grow business and we have services and businesses for our community. But I think the biggest thing is the Innovation District. That's the next big thing that we're going to do. When we look at Bass Pro and we look at what we've done with the Rose District, and the next big thing we're going to do is the Innovation District.
Okay.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to end this show with a boom because that's what we do, because boom stands for big, overwhelming, optimistic momentum, and that's what it takes to make a great city. That's what it's taken to make Broken Arrow great. It takes that big, overwhelming, optimistic momentum, and it takes a vision from a great leader. Mayor Craig, thank you for being here. We're going to end this show with a boom. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.